Hey, good morning. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is Curve Flattening Concert number 750, a nice even number there. And 3/4 of the way to 1,000 concerts, amazingly. And I'd like to say hi to some of you who are checking in here. Linda Worster, first person in, and Marlene Burke, and Warren and Janelle, and Steve Walker, and Keith Shaw, and Tom Dietz, Gene Galligan, David Arthur Radcliffe in the UK, Aretta Wauk, and Ron, and Michael Tierson, hey, and Ken Nashif, Lori Payne, Kathy Marzik, Audrey Bernheimer, Dwight Shoemate from Conway, Arkansas. So Dwight and Aaron, who were for many years my next door neighbors, have moved away. They've ceded the house to a new couple, very nice young couple next door now, and they have found themselves a new home. You go to Dwight's page and you can get the internal tour of his new house, I think. And Rhonda Scott Merrick is here, and good to see you all. Mike Verbick, Kenny Lancey, my good friend, and saxophone maestro, and Charlie Bryant, the clown prince of Raleigh World. So, and there's already a bunch of people here. We may clink. This is the Ann Mintz clankophonic mug. Decaf today, but strong decaf. And we clink in honor of our good buddy, the Kokomo Kid, Guy Davis, who I spent some time with last week, the week before last, I guess. And Frank Mato is here, and Deb Libby Clark, and like that. Carol Pratt, Jim Greco here almost on time. Denny Oliver is here from Kent, Ohio. And Deb Libby Clark is here, and she did a great photo shoot on Charlie the dog and me and the guitars and stuff. But for today's photo, I thought rather than taking a photo of Charlie this morning, I would pull one of Deb's photos up here for you. It's a great picture of Charlie. Charlie is proving to be very photogenic, and he really loves Deb. So he loves the camera when Deb is behind it. So there he is. He cracks me up. So I see Donna Greenberg is here, and Bob McKenna and Mike Schnabel. Good to see all you guys here this morning. And there he is, Charlie the dog. He has slimmed down. He is now under 60 pounds. When I got Charlie, they said he was 60 pounds, but when we actually weighed him before he left the rescue, he was 73 pounds. And over the years, it's almost 3 years now that I've had him, he has been mostly in the mid-60s, but he's gotten down to, he got down to 60, which was his target weight. And then when Ken Ulancey's son Ben was here dog sitting, Charlie dropped all the way down to 58. I think Ben is much more parsimonious with the treats than I am. So Charlie's now at 58 and a half, and we're going to work him back up to 60, but hopefully no higher. Anyhow, look at that face. He's so cute. Anyhow, we'll get rid of Charlie here, and we'll start in with some music. Let me say a few quick more hellos. Dave Mason is here, and a bunch of repeats. Diane Desmond and Connie Copy, and I said hi to Donna Greenberg and Bob McKenna. Okay, we're good. So, first up, a song by my dear friend Cozy Sheridan, and Cozy has been struggling with some stuff. She had pneumonia and dealing with Lyme disease and all this and that, and but she is now getting better and intends to do a live stream this week, just so you know. I'll announce that later during the announcement section. And this is a song by Cozy that I truly love. Well, all you gotta do is be happy. Happy's gonna get you through. Better not to make it a project. You know, happy isn't something you do. And all you gotta know is it'll come and go. Wasn't designed to stay. All you gotta do is be happy. Just some part of your day. Yes, all you gotta do is be happy in this moment as it arrives. Happy isn't looking for a medal, he's just happy to be alive. But don't hold too tight, that's not what he likes, 'cause then he gets hard to find. And Happy doesn't really like Mondays, but he's trying to change his mind. He's gonna hang around, he's putter out in the yard. He's gonna let you down if you expect him to work too hard. You know, happy is kinda like breathing, and a little like a Gordian knot. 'Cause if all you wanna do is be happy, well, pretty soon you're not. All you wanna do is be happy. Happy's gonna get you through. It's better not to make it a project. Happy is not something you do. You gotta know it's gonna come and go. It wasn't designed to stay. All you gotta do is be happy, just some part of your day. Yeah, all you gotta do is be happy, just some part of your day. All You Gotta Do Is Be Happy by the wonderful Cozy Sheridan, not to be confused with any other Cozy Sheridans. So Mel Green is here, and Debbie Daniels, and everybody else I already said hi to. Dwight says, we miss you and Charlie. Well, we miss you guys too, but you know, life goes on. Everything changes. And so it has been ordained to be. So, pardon me. So, this coffee is just fighting back. Jeanette Pasqua is here. Hi, Jeanette. And Cozy herself is here. Pshaw, she says. But she is an extraordinary person. And you're just like me, Cozy, narcissistic enough to tune in to hear somebody else sing your song. I would do the same thing. Tom Mobus is here, and like that. Keith Shaw says, cheers to Cozy. We all say cheers to Cozy. And Charlie. Both Charlies. Whenever I text with Cozy, I have to distinguish whether I'm talking about Charlie the human or Charlie the dog. So next up was a request by Carol Pred, I think, for, I think Rhonda might have requested a samba or bossa nova, and then Carol Pred requested this particular tune. It's a Jobim tune, I'm pretty sure, called Wave. So that's Wave by Antonio Carlos Jobim, known by his friends as Tom Jobim. And like that, we will just keep rolling right on here because we have more songs to get through. This next one was requested by either Kit or Lori, one of the Salisbury girls. I forget which one. One of them requested, I think, each of the Tom Paxton tunes I'm doing today. And unless somebody else did and I'm forgetting, because my memory really is a Swiss cheese-like sieve of information. I see John Rossi is here and Michael Miller and Kate Petrella, a bunch of my valued friends. You're all valued to me, as you know, as I've stressed again and again and again and again and again. So this was one of the first, one of the early tunes I learned to fingerpick. It's a long and a dusty road, it's a hot and a heavy load. The folks I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad and some are good. Some have done the best they could. Some have tried to ease my troubled mind. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. I have wandered through this land, just a doing the best I can, trying to find what I was meant to do. And the people that I see, they look worried just like me. I guess that they've been wondering too. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I had me a buddy back home, but he drifted out to Rome. Think he's out by the Frisco Bay. Sometimes when I've had a few, his old voice comes a-singing through. Going out there to see him some old day. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I had me a girl one time, she had lips like sherry wine. She loved me till my head went plumb insane. But I was too blind to see she was drifting away from me. My good gal left on the morning train. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Now if you see me passing by, you sit and you wonder why. You wish that you could be a rambler too. Well, nail your shoes to the kitchen floor, lace them up and bar the door. Thank your stars for the roof that's over you. 'Cause I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Can't Tom Paxton, Can't Help But Wonder Where I'm Bound. And Tom Paxton and Phil Oakes and Bob Dylan and Buffy St. Marie and all those people, a lot of them I first saw their work in a little, what was laughingly called a magazine. It's actually about 12 pieces of paper stapled together and mimeographed out of New York City, called Broadside Magazine. And I was out there in Ohio. I would get it in the mail, open it up. I think it came in, like a brown envelope or something, and I'd see which songs I wanted to learn. Eric Anderson, all those guys, and little did I know when I first sang that verse. He's out by the Frisco Bay. I didn't know that I'd end up splitting for the coast years later to get my head together and living in San Francisco for 3 years. The things we aspire to. So anyhow, it's announcement time. The Invisibles are George Young of Winter Garden, Florida, Judith Fox of Reston, Virginia, Joel Biget of France, and Mario Prue of Iroquois Falls, Ontario, Canada. And Mario is special to me because he built this guitar, this beautiful, beautiful instrument, which is now in its 12th or 13th year. And it has been an extraordinary companion to me. And I'm playing it right now. I like it about equally well with my pre-war guitars company guitar, but it's easier to play. And I'm having a lot of trigger finger problems with my left hand. And while I try to sort through how I'm going to deal with that, pardon me, it's best to be playing the easiest guitar to play. So the Mario Prue RB-L00. So it's modeled after a Gibson L00, and the RB stands for yours truly. So that's the guitar. We did the Invisibles. We have the PayPal link right there, and Venmo link if you'd like to contribute to the Charlie the Dog Maintenance Fund. And like that. And then the announcements. I am on right now. On Monday, somebody will put up whoever's going to be on then, because I won't. And on Tuesday, Cozy and Charlie are planning to do their live stream, which I was so happy to see. And I'll be looking forward to hearing that, because it brightens what are otherwise sometimes dark days. And Wednesday, I will be back at 3 p.m. for my usual Wednesday show right here. So join me then, and go hear Cozy and Charlie between now and then, 10:30 Tuesday at Cozy Sheridan's page or her YouTube channel, and like that. And gig-wise in the real world, I will be playing a concert at Percy Patchwork's Coffee House with my good friends Magpie, and that will be on October 11th here in Percy, Pennsylvania. For those of you in the Pennsylvania area, we will be doing a split bill. I'll be doing a set, they'll be doing a set, and I'll probably play backup guitar for their set too. And then on November 8th, I'll be doing my annual house concert in Philadelphia with Ann Mintz's house concert series, Ann and Cliff, and like that. So I just saw you, those of you who aren't on YouTube, I just saw some guy who said, too much yapping, bye-bye. And I want to tell you something. Long ago, I made the decision to yap. I figured I could try to really get a whole bunch of people who I didn't know and have them be on the link and push my numbers up and blah, blah, blah. Or I can talk to my friends. And I decided I'd rather talk to my friends. So for Stephen Edgecock, whatever that means, I say bye-bye and don't let the door hit you on your butt as you hurry out. So, I think I've done all the announcements, and I will proceed. The next song is also a Tom Paxton song, so it's interesting. I don't know if this was a coordinated effort, but I had 2 Tom Paxton requests. And I'm singing, Carol Pred says, I personally enjoy the yapping. And Mike Miller says, like your yapping. I will yap for you guys. That's my plan. We used to go to there's a great restaurant in Point Pleasant, Pennsylvania, where we used to live, and it was called the Gobblers, and it was famous because the guy who was the owner had been a bass player and played with all these jazz guys in New York City, and so people would come out. These guys would come out from New York, and they'd play at the Gobblers. It was a big deal, and then years went by, and the father, I forget their family name now, his Italian name, and he retired, and his son took over. And so Jan and I were in there one time. We were sitting at the bar and having a drink or something, and the guy, his name was Mike, he was complaining about how not that many people came in anymore, And I said, well, you could place some ads. You never advertise. You put some ads in the Doylestown Intelligencer or the Bucks County Herald. And he looked at me like I was crazy, and he said, ads? Then we'd get a bunch of people we don't know in here. A man after my own heart. What a great guy. So anyhow, this one is another Tom Paxton song. I just thought of that. Had to mention it. Probably Tom's most famous song, I think. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, made of sand. In the blink of an eye, my soul is turning in your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, I didn't mean to be unkind. That was the last thing on my mind. You've got reasons aplenty for going, this I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, I didn't mean to be unkind. That was the last thing on my mind. As we walk, all my thoughts are tumbling round and round, round and round. And underneath our feet, the subway is rumbling. Underground, underground. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, I didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning without you, without you. Each song in my breast dies a-bornin' without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. The Last Thing on My Mind by Tom Paxton, who is still out there doing it. I've had the opportunity to be on stage with him a couple times when he came in and sat in with Magpie when we played down at Wolf Trap, and he is a legend in his own time, still writing songs daily. So next up, my good buddy Skip Staples down there in North Carolina, he requested this song, and it's not a song I knew, but I went and looked it up by the Mills Brothers, and listened to it and came up with what I can put before you and hope for the best. And Mike Schnabel says, I often wondered what aborna means. I think it means being born. So each song in my breast dies while it's being born. All those poor little songs. Anyhow. Next up. So this is called Till Then. Till Then. Stolen from the Mills Brothers. I think it listed the authors, composers, but there were nobody who I was familiar with. And my memory prevents me from actually telling you who they were. So I want to thank you, as always, for joining me here. It's hard times, and we only hope for the world to turn around a little bit at some point. In the meantime, enjoy your precious time on the planet. And thank you for being my pals. One more tune for you today, especially for you. This was requested by Audrey Bernheimer. There's a light in the east as the new day begins, and I search for some wisdom to embrace. I have sat in this chair with my head in my hands, prayed for a moment of grace, and the days ramble on in their fanciful ways, as they did when I was in my prime. But the road up ahead has an ominous haze, with the unyielding passage of time. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. I can live in this refuge and fend off despair, with my dog, my music, and my friends. And my heart reaches out as you're joining me there, to embrace each moment till it ends. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. Share the love and share the pain. Miles apart we stand together in these days, till we meet face to face. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. There's a light in the east as the new day begins. Be happy, be healthy, be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap, and if you get cranky, take a nap. did see, I saw my friend Bern Bookman on there. I'm not sure if I remember to say hi to Bern. Hi, Bern. I think I said hi to most of the rest of you. There's Jackie Damsky. Have a great first part of the week. I'll hope to see some of you on Wednesday. Go watch Cozy on Tuesday. And enjoy your world. Bye-bye.